All right, all right. Everybody, good evening. What an amazing week it's been since I've last seen you. So much has happened in my life, and I know so much has happened in your life as well. Last week, we all got together for the very first time. And if you missed last week's recording, you guys, it's floating around on my YouTube channel, um, flowwithmojo.com. You guys want to watch that one, flowwithmojo.com, because these are going to be a series of trainings that are going to help you as an entrepreneur and more specifically in your business in the direct sales space, okay, or referral-based marketing, community-based marketing, multi-level marketing, network marketing, or what I like to say, one of those things. Because that's what most people say. Are you in one of those things? No, I'm not in one of those things. I think I taught you guys this last week. I'm in the thing, right? Okay, so make sure you know that. Hey, are you in one of those things? Ask them what one of those things are, and you go, no, I'm not in one of those things. I am in the thing. There you go. Chris has got it. I saw Chris even pause for a second, put the finger up, and went, the thing. Okay. So last week, you guys, we had an amazing call. I wanted you guys to feel good about the industry that you are in. This industry of direct sales is so much bigger than what your neighbor or your Uncle Ed says that it is. Okay. I can tell you that it is. It's a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. And it is a way for you to not only get in the best um, um, financial state you've ever been in, but mind, body as well. And that's what I really want to talk about. A lot of people talk about comp plans. A lot of people talk about this, and my plan is better, and this plan's better, and this product's better, and that product's better. You guys, at the end of the day, everybody's got great products. Everything is amazing. Okay. Comp plans are great. Comp plans are that they are what they are. But at the end of the day, this is about you. This is about you becoming better at who you are. And the more you get better, the more your everything around you gets better, right? Everything is a reflection of you. And so for those that are new, this training that we're doing, this series that we're doing, is all about helping you elevate your life, elevate your business, how to see your business through a different lens than what your friends keep saying, right? Oh, it's this, it's that, it's a scam, it's all, you guys, it's the furthest thing from the truth. And I'm gonna show it to you in a second. Okay, I'll show you the big scam here in a minute. All right. So one of the big questions I get is, I want you guys to write this down. Okay. One of the big questions I get is, what should I be doing? Like, how do I spend my day? Okay. And I want to tell you that all of you guys have got split personalities. I don't care if you're going to disagree with me. I'm going to prove to you that all of you have split personalities. Okay. And what I mean by that is you guys all have split personalities because this. Here's what it is. All right. So let's say there was a time that you were unemployed. All right. So you're unemployed and you're like, man, I'm just looking for a job. I need something. I need something. I need something where I can go to work and I could be somebody. I can be somebody. Right. And all of a sudden, you put in resumes, you're doing all this, you get a couple callbacks, a couple of interviews. You're like, oh my God, it'd be great to have that job. You've got all this energy, all this excitement about this job that you're going to get. And then you get the call. And then you go through one, two, three, four interviews. And finally they say, you know what, Kyle, we want to bring you on board. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay. This is amazing. Thank you. Right. When do I start? Blah, blah, blah. Here's my paperwork. Sign it. What's the comp plan? It doesn't matter. I'm just so excited. Okay. And then here's what's crazy, my little split personality people. Here's what's crazy. You go to work and you're like, all right, train me. Train me. What do I got to learn first? Take me around. Show me who the other leaders are. Take me to the different departments. Show me, expose me. Right. And you're all excited. Hey, how many hours am I working? It doesn't matter. I'll work 8 to faint. I'm so excited. It sound familiar? Man, I would do this job for free. I'm so excited. All right. So there's personality number one. Here is your network marketing, your pyramid thing, your multi-level deal. Here's this personality. Okay. Gosh, I'm just looking for an opportunity. I just want something to fall in my lap. I just want to work on my health. I want to be around good people. God, I just want to learn. Like, I just want to scale up my life. I want to leave the job that I'm in. I just can't stand my boss anymore. And then all of a sudden, you get the opportunity. You get it. Somebody calls you, "Hey, Rita, do you keep your business options open?" Oh my gosh. Hopefully none of you do that anymore. "Oh my gosh. Hey, this just fell in my lap and I thought about you and I want to share this amazing," like, okay, so you get the call, right? So then they take you through the overview. Maybe it's a video. Maybe you're brought online to see a live presentation. Maybe they show you something that's a teaser. They're going off a script. And all of a sudden you say, "I'm in," right? And as soon as you say, "I'm in," all of a sudden, you get excited for a second. "Hey, I just started this business. I don't know a lot about it, but the products sound great. And the guy that enrolled me or the lady that enrolled me, they seem really cool. They've been very successful." And then you get in, and then you're like, "Okay, now what?" Well, you got to watch this video. You got to go this training. You got to show up on the Zoom. And all of a sudden, you get like, okay, you do it. You talk to your spouse, your significant other. They kind of throw a little dart at you, a little stinger, and you're like, oh God, there's one, right? And then you're trying to figure out because you got a softball game for your kids, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't get on that Zoom on Monday, but I'll get the recording tomorrow. And then you maybe miss that one because you forgot about it, or you see that it's very long. You go, oh gosh, I'm not going to do that. Right? And you don't want to spend time with your mentors, or you try to call them and they're too busy, and can you kind of give up? And you go, "Oh my gosh." And the excitement dwindles because there's just so much. What's the difference between the two? Well, job one, example number one, you belong to the man, as they call it, right? You have a paycheck coming in and you're all excited about that. You're limited in the amount of income that you can make, probably. They only give you a 1 week vacation. You know about that. They give you a health plan, but you got to be with the company for 90 days or 6 months before that. You got this, you got this, you got your own little office, you got the cubicle way on the corner with no windows, you got all that. But you make it happen and you show up, and you when you get there, you do what you're supposed to do. Well, why don't we do that with this type of opportunity? Person number two, right? Or the second opportunity. You're joining something where there's unlimited potential. You've got products or services that are going to make you better or improve the quality of your life, whatever that is. You have a group of people or teachers and mentors and things in place to help you grow. Granted, you picked a company that has those things in them. You have leadership, you have a culture, you have opportunity. Do you have events that you go to? There's constant training. And oh my gosh, the ability to have this thing called time freedom where nobody tells you what to do. So why don't we go hard in the paint with this freedom, with the second thing, versus going hard in the paint with the first thing? What's the difference? There's a big difference, you guys. And when people ask me all the time, "Well, Tony, what should I be doing?" I go, "You know what? You need to be doing." So what I'm going to help you with tonight are is to develop the job mentality that you have with that new job that you just got, that you're all jacked out of your mind about. You're going on social media, you're posting to your friends, "Oh my gosh, God is great, I got a job. Thank you guys, they hired me." And you're all excited, and you post it on social media, and you get all these likes and loves, and great for you, good for you, right? But we don't do that with our second version, which is our entrepreneur job, which is the best version, which is the free version, which is the amazing version, which is your way out version, right? Why do we not do that? So it's no different, you guys. It's a mindset thing. It's a mindset thing. Well, what are my people going to think? I don't know. There are people that get so excited that they got a third job working at Walmart, and they don't care what people think. It's a necessity. So why do we care what people think when we do one of these things? When we're doing this thing? Why do we care so much? We should be jacked out of our mind that we're going to free ourselves from the other MLM, because that's an MLM too, you guys. That's a multi-level marketing program as well, as we talked about last week. In fact, it is a MLM where you are stuck, where you don't have the potential, you don't have the opportunity in this side of MLM that we are all in, part-time. Some of you part-time, some of you full-time. So what I want to help you with is to shift, heck, just a quarter of your energy that you have in your job to your job that you have here, which your job is to grow, to become a better version, to use the products, to become a product of the product, to learn from your leaders, to stay plugged in, find time to build your empire. Do not make excuses. People always say, hey, Tony, I missed your live. I missed your live. Can you watch the recording? And I send them the recording. Guess what they never do? Take a guess. Don't watch the recording. Right? Now they're backed up with recordings. Right? Now they're backed up with recordings. That's all they have is recordings. Okay? So here's what I want you guys to do. I want you to have the, I hate to say the job mentality. The job mentality. All right? But let's just say you bring that frequency, that frequency of that newness, that frequency of, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have something. Okay. Bring that into your business, to your empire, and watch what happens. Okay. Watch what happens. So here's what I want you to do. Here's what your day should look like. Okay. So if you are part-time, okay, you are in control of your schedule. So on a part-time basis, decide how many hours I have in a week. So you might say I have, 5 hours a week that I can build my business. Okay. Today say is Monday. When this call is over, what are you doing? What are you doing? Can you put 30 minutes into your empire? I bet you could. Would you have to say it maybe 30 minutes later? Probably. Would you have to maybe not watch TV or your regular process that you normally have? Probably. But whatever it is, you guys, you got to find time for you to build this because it's not going to build by osmosis. It's not going to do it. So here's what I want you to do. Figure out every day how much time you can allot, put it in your calendar. Okay. Just like, hey, I have this I got gym from 7 o'clock till 8 o'clock. I got my yoga class from 5 to 6 in the evening. I've got kids at this, guys, you got to squeeze it in. You got to squeeze it in. Okay. And here's the most important thing is when you squeeze it in for, let's say 30 minutes, you guys, 30 minutes goes by like this. You guys all know this from being on calls with your leaders and, maybe you're doing, power hours or something like that, where you're just dialing for 30 minutes. You guys, you'll be surprised how much you can get done in 30 minutes. In 30 minutes. So what are you doing in 30 minutes? So if you're brand new to this industry, one of the 15 minutes of that needs to be learning something about your business. You can pick a product, let's say, and learn about that product for 15 minutes. You don't have to be a scientist. You don't have to be a nutritionist. You don't know how to build websites and things like that. But every day, spend maybe 15. Let's say you say, Tony, I only got 30 minutes a day. So 30 minutes, you have to know exactly what you're doing. I'm going to spend 15 minutes. I'm going to learn about this product. And for 15 minutes, that's all you do is learn about that product. And then the other 15 minutes is maybe you're doing, maybe you're writing out your list, a prospect list. Can you imagine in 15 minutes, you guys, okay, developing the skill where you literally say, I'm going to, in 15 minutes only, set a timer. I'm going to take in 15 minutes a clean sheet of paper and I'm going to start going through my phone and I'm going to start writing down phone numbers for 15 minutes. It will shock you how many names you can write on a piece of paper that you're going to contact about your opportunity. Okay. So let's say, all right, I've got a whole hour. All right. So let's say tomorrow, Wednesday, you're going to have 1 full hour. The kids are out of the house. There's no soccer games. The husband is away on a fishing trip. You've got an hour. Okay. You've got an hour. Plan ahead of time what you're going to do that hour. Don't be planning during that hour. When you know you got an hour coming up in a couple days, you guys, in your little 30-minute segments during the next Monday, Tuesday, or the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, those are the times you're planning for that. You're planning for that so that when that happens, you know exactly what you're doing that hour. Okay? And time yourself for that 1 hour. Stay focused during that 1 hour. Stay intentional during that 1 hour. Okay? Be present during that 1 hour. Stay off social media during that 1 hour, if that's the case. Okay? Whatever that is, if you say, I'm going to make calls for 22 minutes on Wednesday night, set a timer, and you guys make calls for 22 minutes. Okay? Make sure you have the script already ready. Make sure you're not learning the script, right? So maybe you're spending Monday and Tuesday learning what the words you're going to say or the text you're going to send. Make sure you know the system. What system are you using for your company? Hey, step 1 is we make contact. Step 2 is we send this information. Step 3 is we follow up. Step 4 is we invite them to some. Guys, make sure you know all of this so that that 30 minutes or that hour that's productive, 2, 3, 4 days down the road, you guys, that you know exactly what you're doing. Don't be learning during that activity time. Okay. So you have to treat this like the excitement of you getting that job, not the job you've always wanted. Because I'm going to tell you guys, you have to be really, really honest with yourself. This job that you just got, or the second one or the third one, is it truly the job you are destined for? Is that truly why you're here on this planet? Maybe for some of you, maybe like my buddy Ralph's on, maybe real estate is your thing, or maybe life coach is your thing. Maybe that is. But you have to ask yourself, what you're doing right now, does it bring the most joy, the most pleasure, the most excitement, the most um, abundance to you? Okay. Am I being my best doing this? And more times than not, you guys, if you get down to, you ask yourself 3 times, uh, probably not. Okay. So the great thing about this is something you can do part-time in your spare time. And in that spare time, you guys, what will happen is that consistent activity, that consistent movement, okay, will create something that 3 months down the road, 90 days down the road, 6 months down the road, yes, Robert, compounds, and it will freak you out. But people ask me, and they ask my wife, because we've had so much success in this. They've asked me, like, what is the key, you guys? I've treated this like something that was for real, like life-changing. And I go hard in the paint when I do it. I put a smile on my face, and I'm constantly learning. And when you're learning, you guys, you're earning, believe it or not. You've got to learn before you can earn. And it's so interesting how, as I've scaled my personal life and my wellness, which is everything in my life, how much my business is affected by that. And so I want that for all you. I want you to treat this not like a hobby, because hobbies are expensive. Let me tell you something. I used to fly remote control airplanes, right? And if when I was flying, like when I bought the plane, same thing like with the job. When I bought the plane, I put it together, leveled it all out, watched YouTube videos, practiced in my, before I flew it, all that. And then I'd fly it like every day. Every day I'd fly this plane. And then all of a sudden life got in the way, and a month would go by, and I'd try to fly in that plane. And guess what that plane did? It crashed. It crashed because I wasn't consistent with that behavior, right? And that consistency, you guys, pays dividends. Pays dividends, okay? So I want you guys to treat this not like a hobby. I want you to treat it as what it truly is. It is a vehicle for you to achieve everything that you want in your life, and it's going to allow you to see things that you never thought were possible. I remember when I first got involved in multi-level marketing, somebody once told me, said, Tony, if you ever make $25,000 in a month, you're in the top less than 0.5% of the people in this industry. So my whole business career, my goal was, one day I'm going to learn, I'm going to surround myself with mentors. I'm going to be hard in the paint. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be persistent. I'm going to figure out how to earn $25,000 in a month. I want to be that because I love the industry so much. Right. So I did everything I possibly could. I stayed with teachers and mentors. I asked questions. I did all the stuff I was supposed to do. And businesses failed. Maybe I quit on businesses. Stuff just happened. Life got in the way. The same things we all deal with. And then I found an opportunity where $125,000 a month was something I made in a week. I started making 6 figures a month in this industry. How's that possible? It's possible because of all the stuff that I learned over the years that I started applying. The simple things, the simple activities, you guys, that consistency, that persistency. And I treat this like what it is. There's no other vehicle on the planet that can offer this type of lifestyle, this type of residual income. And here's the big thing: freedom. Freedom. I mean, just imagine here, you guys, check this out as far as freedom is concerned. Okay. Like, this is big. And I want you guys to get this, because some people think, oh my God, I got to make, 6 figures a year in order to be successful in this. You guys, let me tell you something. Here's what I always ask people. Figure out what your monthly nut is that you have to obtain. So let's say you need to make $5,000 a month. Tony, if I made $5,000 a month, I would quit my job and I would do this full time. How many times have maybe you said that or you heard somebody say that, right? 5,000 bucks a month, 6,000, whatever that number is. Now, you don't make it in 1 month and then quit your job. No, you guys, you got to have that money come in consistently, maybe for like a period of 90 days or something. And then you can put your exit strategy into motion. Okay. And so here's what's really great about that is there's no other profession that will allow you to, in your spare time, build something that starts to grow, take a life on its own. You start to attract leaders. Those leaders start to do something. All of a sudden, residual income is growing every month. Your activity from the high payout activity that you're doing, maybe enrolling people or enrolling customers, you're getting paid weekly or bi-monthly or monthly on that. So you're starting to see the fruits of that. And all of a sudden, your team is growing. And then it gives you an opportunity for my favorite word in this industry, and what's allowed me to do for the last 25 years plus with my life, is freedom. Freedom. I want all of you to feel what freedom truly feels like, where you're not answering to somebody, when you're not checking in with somebody, when you're not having to be somewhere for somebody, when you're not having to, come in on a day off or unannounced for somebody. I want you to be free. I want you to be your boss. I want you to pick your schedule. I want you to not worry about money anymore. And you guys, you'll look around your life. It doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot to be free. You might have to cut back on some things, but make that your first goal. You have to look at your business and you got to say, I need to make X amount a month. And then you need to contact your leader. Okay. Here's the next thing, you guys. Here's that. Well, Tony, what am I doing in my spare time? You need to contact your leader. And you say, here's what I need to make, leader. I need to make $3,275.17 a month, and I'm going to kiss my other life goodbye. And then your leader, if they're a true leader, will say, oh, music to my ears. Okay. Leah, you ready to do what I'm about to tell you? And all you have to do is just do. If you call a leader and say, I want to do this, here's what I need, do not waste that person's time. If you're in a position where you go, look, this is how important this is to me. I need to be making $6,000 a month, $9,000 a month, $20,000 a month, whatever that is for you. You need to call your leader when you're ready and say, here's what I need to do, and I want to do it. And you have me 100% of the time on my 6 hours a week, on my 3 hours a week. Okay. This is how you guys build. This is how you build what I affectionately call your empire. Treat it like a job. Be consistent. Go hard in the paint, you guys. Okay, for those that play basketball know what I'm talking about. Take that ball and just dribble to the hoop. Just go. All right? Go hard in the paint. Let them foul you. Okay? That's what I want for you. And I want you to understand it's not as big as you're making it. Okay? Oh, my residual check's got to be, $15,000 a month. And no, you guys, what do you need every single month that will give you a breath of fresh air? Okay? And then after that, contact your mentor, let them know that you're ready to go to work, like you're ready to have some fun, like you're ready to do this. Okay. I apologize for the lights, you guys. I'm in my Jeep right now. And so my wife and I are playing with the lighting, but it doesn't matter. The message is coming through and you guys are getting it. Yes. Yes, Kyle. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. All right. You guys, I'm telling you, this is the industry. This is what you've been praying for. This is what you've been manifesting. This is what you've been preparing your whole adult life for, is this opportunity at this moment. There's never been a better time. There are more people starving. There are more people hungry. There are more people unhealthy now than ever before in history. And you guys have the key. You have the ingredient. Whatever company that you're in, I don't know what y'all are doing, but maybe some of you are in wellness. Maybe some of you are in service. Whatever you're doing, fall in love with it again. Fall in love again with it again. Know that what you're doing is not one of those things. It is the thing. And if you got 3 hours a week, if you got 2 hours a week, if you got 1 hour a week, freaking shut Netflix off. All right. Kick all the kids out of the house, find a babysitter, and in that hour, be the best version of yourself. Okay. The absolute best version of yourself. All right. So your homework this week, you guys. We just went. We went 30 minutes, boom, just like that. Your homework for this week, okay, is to, number one, What is your schedule for the week? This is not a job. All right. This is not a hobby. This is the thing that's going to give you freedom. One day it will. I promise you it will. So, how many hours a week will you devote, no matter what, to your freedom? Okay. How many hours? 2, 3, 5, write it down. Then, in those 10 hours, those 3 hours, that 15 minutes, whatever it is, what are you doing in that period of time? In that chunk of time that you've allowed yourself, what are you doing? Okay. You need to know what that is. Contact your upline, contact your leader, contact your teacher, your mentor, and say, here's what I'm doing, here's where I want to go. And finally, how much money do you need to make a month? Man, it's crazy. If I just made an extra $1,200 a month, goodbye, seventh job that I'm doing, right? Goodbye, that job I can't stand to do at 2 o'clock in the morning. See ya. Okay. And then you guys start the process. Consistency, consistency. And do not, it's not for discussion. It's not for debate. It's not, oh, put it off till tomorrow. You guys, you know what I'm speaking is the truth. And this might be the thing that you need to jumpstart you and your business. Okay. So I want you guys to know that I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of what you're doing. You guys are all life changers, whether you like it or not. And you're starting with your life. You're changing your life. And in doing so, right, you're affecting the lives of everybody around you. Everybody's watching you. Okay. Don't be shy. Don't be shy anymore, you guys. People are celebrating their seventh job, their third job, their overnight thing, their thing they're doing on the weekends. You guys, you got to celebrate what you're doing. Don't be that person that goes, oh gosh, I don't want people to judge me. We're well beyond that. COVID taught us the biggest lesson, you guys. We are so far beyond what our neighbors think of us. Go out there, be the best version of yourself. Okay. So, that's all I have for you. Hold on one second, you guys.